Welcome back, everybody. Rest holds over with. We are going to start going through Hell in a Cell. So let's skip the pre-show because the pre-show is just going to be a Miz TV segment, or actually, it's a Miz style TV segment. But there's not really much to talk about for that. So let's just go into the matches themselves, and these are obviously not in any specific order. But fuck it, who cares? United States Championship match: Sheamus versus The Miz. I'm really hoping that The Miz wins the title here because the alternative is that Sheamus could feud with Rusev for the United States title, and I think that they have already lost their opportunity to do that. So take it off Sheamus immediately. He's done jack shit with the title. Give it to The Miz, who's much more entertaining. Or if you don't do that, then I pray to God that fucking Bad News Barrett comes back next week after this or something like that and wins the title instead. But that's a long shot, so I'm rooting for The Miz. I actually kind of expect The Miz to win, but I'm not really 100% on that. So what do you guys think? Is this going to be a good match? Who's going to come out on top? What do you guys have going for your predictions? Peyton?
Yeah, I think it'll be a fine match. I don't think it'll be anything exceptional. I remember these guys having decent chemistry. I don't really care much for the story that's going on here, and I really don't think the Miz needs the U.S. title. The only way I want the title to change is if somehow Mizdow ends up in the match and he wins the title. And then Miz can act like he won the title via proxy, but Mizdow actually won the title.
Which turns Mizdow face or something.
Oh, Mizdow already is face.
But to just get him away from the Miz after that, how about that? Is that a better answer for you?
I wouldn't say it would happen right away. You can give it time.
Okay.
Maybe have a match between the two for the US title at like TLC.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's ask the snake what's up with. What do you think's going to happen here, Drew?
Well, the slithered snake. What's the?
He wants
yes.
the Miz.
The Miz or Sheamus?
I think it's to be a good match.
The U.S. title.
Anyways, I think it's gonna be a good match. What they've been doing overall has been entertaining for the most part. I'm most looking forward to Mizdow on the side, just mimicking the Miz, or if he is in the match and Miz is on commentary, that would be better. And Miz going crazy for Mizdow, that'd be awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. I think Sheamus will win, but if somehow the Mizdow is able to end up with the title, then I'll go with the Miz winning. But as of right now, I'm going to go with Sheamus.
Way go.
Personally, I think they should put the title on the Miz. Payton's right in as much as that he doesn't need it, but at the same time, Sheamus doesn't need it too. With the Miz, his ongoing storyline with Damien Sandow, I think you can eventually bring the US title into that when you eventually turn Sandow face, because that's eventually what's going to happen. He's going to break away from the Miz as he increasingly gets more over. So I'm perfectly fine with whoever wins either way, but I would like it to be the Miz. As far as who I think they'll have win, it's probably going to be Sheamus. He's Triple H's guy, and that's pretty much the entire reason why I think he'll win.
Miguel?
I actually really want to keep the title on Sheamus because I do think that there is money in a Mizdow versus Miz program. I don't think you need the belt for that. Whereas in the case of Sheamus, I think there are other avenues you can take with him in the U.S. title. I'm still waiting for them. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Is I think
here's the only thing that I'd say about Rusev is that Sheamus is fucking not American, so kind of. Well, no.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, Irish people really like potatoes.
Yes.
In that case, Peyton, you sold me on it.
Well, Sheamus the face would just be like, I might not be American, but hey, I understand what the United States is, and I represent the title since I have the title. I bet if they do something, it'd be something along those lines.
Yeah, it'll be some babyface nonsense like that. They
can throw bullshit at it.
Yeah. I really do think that Sheamus is going to be the next sacrificial lamb for Rusev, because he's going to be that big main event level caliber star that I think is really going to push Rusev towards that inevitable matchup against him and Cena. But I think a matchup between those two for the title is better than, let's say, Miz having the belt and going on to defend it against Mizdow. They don't need that. You can do a matchup by them with each other without that. So I actually want to keep the belt on Sheamus.
Here's what could sell me on the Sheamus Rusev thing, because like I said before, I think that they lost their opportunity to have him win the title and do the Jack Swagger feud over it. But I'll be okay with that happening if Rusev wins the U.S. title from Sheamus and desecrates the fuck out of it. And if we're gonna get Rusev versus John Cena at WrestleMania, which is one of the rumors going around now, have that be for the U.S. title and not a non-title match, because I could see WWE doing something stupid like that, where it would be a match but not for the title, or that John Cena would screw Rusev out of the title beforehand or something like that. No, you got to have John Cena win the fucking U.S. title, because why the fuck not? You know, if you want to make these championships mean something, then why can't John Cena win the U.S. title just because he's above it? Well, then doesn't that raise the championship up higher? I think that a good means to do that would be Rusev changes it and it's not the U.S. title anymore in the process of that. Make it the fucking Russian title, an unofficial title. Have him abandon the U.S. title and say, I don't need a championship because fuck this thing. U.S. title is beneath me. And then we don't have the U.S. title anymore. Maybe that's a way that you get rid of the U.S. title instead of combining it with the Intercontinental. So if you do something like that, I'll be okay with it. If it just turns into Rusev winning the U.S. title from Sheamus at, say, I don't know, Survivor Series, and then for TLC, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, whatever, he's still continuing to wrestle random people for no fucking reason, and there are non-title matches and stuff like that, then I don't even fucking want to see any more of that anymore. So going around here one more time real quick, final thoughts of who do you guys think is going to win? I'm going with The Miz here. Wago?
Sheamus.
Drew?
Sheamus, because I think the Rusev thing will happen, and I'll feel good about myself because I said this about a month ago.
Miguel?
Sheamus.
Peyton?
Mizdow.
Okay. So that's match number 1. Match number 2 that we're going to talk about next, Rusev versus Big Show. So stay tuned, everybody. Click on part 5.